Y2. Hope all is well, man. Listen, we here to discuss something important today. U.S. versus China. Now, if you're not a critical thinker, this video might not be for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This might only be for the critical thinkers out there, because this is something for y'all to think about. We currently got U.S. versus China, man. A lot of people online are arguing, discussing what's going on. They're talking about tariffs. Layman's terms, tariff is import-export tax. That's all you need to understand. That means, look, if we send in something from the U.S. to Brazil, is big tax on that. You know what I mean? Something's coming from Brazil to the U.S. is big tax on that. You feel me? Because there's going to be more tax on a import than there's going to be export. You feel me? But that's not the main issue. The main issue is it comes down to profit margin and money, bruh. That's it. And I'm going to break that down to y'all in the simplest way I can, but we're going to do it with metaphors. So, for instance, metaphorically speaking, bro, China is the plug. China got the resources, they got the connections, they got the skills, they got the bodies. But that means that the United States is the hustler. The hustler and plug here. And you, me, and all your family members and everybody else, look, we are the consumers, bro. We are the clients. You feel me? China has been a plug for so long. They single-handedly have made the U.S. the hustler of the century, bruh. Say hustler of the century, think of like a kingpin hustler that never got caught and made the most money. This person can get awards, you know what I'm saying, for hustling. You feel me? The issue at hand now is what happens to the consumers. We are the consumers. Now we are struggling currently in the U.S. You feel me? A lot of the consumers are struggling. So what the hustler, which is the United States, does, they say, look, man, our folks are struggling. We're going to then tax the plug. Yo, it's foul, it's diabolical, but this how it go. We're then going to tax the plug, China. And we're going to say, look, man, we're going to tax y'all more money for all the products y'all going to send over here. You feel me? On top of that, we don't even want y'all making our products no more. We want to take control of that now. You know, China being the plug, they're like, yo, hold on. We literally done took care of y'all for centuries, decades. Y'all can't tax us. We like the godfather of this, you know what I mean? Second, at the end of the day, without us, y'all wouldn't have as much wealth. Third, we both make money. So you always, you know, look at it as a drug deal, bro. The hustler and the plug, they always gonna be making money. It's a fair exchange, trade, business, you know what I mean? The issue at hand is China has made money and the U.S. has made money, but the money has been distributed differently on both sides. Now, I'm an American, bro. I watched a Chinese guy break this down for me to completely understand. I'm gonna break it down for you the same way. He said, look, everyone is mad at China for what reason? China and the U.S. both have done business and trade for many amount of centuries, and they have both benefited and made money. Issue is, China has taken that money to build the economy, to build up the people, to build up the infrastructure, to improve their technology, bro. The list is endless. To basically soup up China. You know what I'm saying? While the U.S., they have taken their money that they've made and they bought yachts, mansions, foreign cars. I mean, the list is endless. You feel me? Those are the rich people. You know what I'm saying? Those people in China, bro, they have provided jobs, opportunities, new ideas, bro, for their people. So when the U.S. comes up and say, look, man, the U.S. needs to be rich again, bro, the U.S. is rich. But it's only a specific amount of people that's rich. And they have literally bamboozled you and I, the consumer, bro, on some real stuff, bro. I literally was talking to Chinese manufacturers as a junior in high school, bro. And I was trying to order shoes, Jordans. That was way before check and all that other bull stuff, you feel? So that's how long the line of communication really been open, because the U.S. being the hustlers, bro, they blocked us from the plug. They blocked us from the connect. They blocked us from the Connect. They the only ones that could go to the Connect. Now, I would say in 2020, all that shit kind of went down with COVID because you had Temu, you had AliExpress been around for a minute. Alibaba.com been around for a minute. I got shout out to LZ, man. We was beefing and all that, but LZ put me on Alibaba when we was working at the airport. You know what I mean? He wanted to be the biggest jeweler. His jeweler is gonna be called Bling Blau Jewelers. You feel me? He was gonna get all the pieces from them. The reason I say you and I have been bamboozled is because I'm gonna give you a simple example. You see the Cardis that I got on, brother? Yeah, they're nice, right? They made me look like I'm an innocent guy, but smart at the same time, but fly. Now, bro, I have a bunch of these glasses. You feel me? In the US, for you to get some of these glasses, you gotta go to the store and spend at least $2,000 and up, $2,500 and up to get some buffs, bro. No bullshit. In my mind, that don't even make sense. $2,000 for some glasses? Nah, they ain't doing that. Been had the knowledge from so long ago to understand how this works. So, bro, you see my buffs? Look like an innocent, nice guy going to court, an innocent brother, smart, intelligent brother, even with the mask on. Bro, I went to the manufacturer and got these to the source. I go to the source, homie. I go to the source because I used to work at the mall. Now, I ain't working at the mall. I work for some Jewish guys. Shout out to Ovad and Uwald. I became the best salesman working with these guys, and they literally broke the game down. These guys went to every major city and worked at every major mall there, bro. But they was selling beanies and scarves and snapbacks, sports snapbacks. While working there, I ain't gonna lie, like, in the summer, it was tough selling the snapbacks to African Americans specifically, bro. You wanna know why? The snapbacks was nice snapbacks. They had your team on there. They had a nice little logo. So many people would come because I was working at a kiosk. You know, one of them guys is at the kiosk trying to harass you. Like, hey, yo, check me out. Like, my mans, I got something for you right here. You know, like, your energy got to be over the top. So that's what I'm doing regularly, like 9 till 10, bro. But it's like a mastering of communication, really, with people. So a lot of the African Americans would come and be like, man, I ain't rocking with this snapback. My people. And I'd be like, what? They say, bro, it don't say New Era on there. And I'd be like, bro, this a different brand, man. It's Team Pom Pom. That's what the business called. I'm like, this Team Pom Pom brand. Someone be like, oh, okay, I ain't never heard of that brand. I'm like, yeah, it's a new brand, man. They trying to compete with New Era. And it's cheaper. And that's how I will make the sales, bro. Because these folks were so brainwashed to branding that they were willing to go to New Era and pay $45 for this snapback that I'm selling for a dub. And this is how this shit works. What the hustler does, the US, bro, they go to China, bro, and nigga, they get like 30,000 of the buffs, different styles, different releases, colors. And once they buy 30,000 of that, let's say China is selling one of these for $5 a piece over there, because it's not that expensive over there. They can make this in their sleep, bro. $5 a piece. Once the US say, look, we're going to take 30,000, but the price literally dropped down to like 64 cents or 40 cents. So they go and they buy 30,000 of these at 40 cents. You feel me? Come here, go to the Cartier store, and you will pay 2,000 plus. Now, you ain't got to be no mathematician to understand what I'm saying, homie. That's like almost 100% profit markup, dog. That's that's 100% profit markup, dog. And we've all been victims of this, bro. My pops Audemars Piguet AP offshore green. It was like a green face joint. It was saucy. He put that joint on, went to a couple programs. Everybody asking him about his watch. Like, oh, you got that? It's a $50,000 watch. Woo, woo, woo. Because everybody's brainwashed. You know what I mean? He come back. He like, yo, why, yes, son, this watch had a lot of eyes. We might have to get some of these watches. You know what I mean? So long story short, man, times get tough. You know, something happened with my uncle. I don't know, y'all saw the video. We had to send some bread back. Pops like, yo, get rid of the watch. You know what I'm saying? So I say, I bet. I put the watch up for 1 day only. Man, I'm talking about I had 200 messages for the AP. You know what I'm saying? You had the non-critical thinkers hitting me up like, bro, where'd you get this from? And you had the critical thinkers. I had an old Asian jeweler pull up to get the AP. He looked at it with a little, like a jewelry magnifying thing. Gave me 600. Boom. That's it. But I ain't paid close to 6 for the AP. I paid nothing, really. But this is how this works, bro. It's all about exploitation. Online arguing about Hermes bags. Some girls like China could not possibly make Hermes bags. Yes, they make everything. I don't order Hermes glasses from there. Say made in Italy because that's the specific requirements that they are told to put on certain items. That way you feel more comfortable. You feel more lavish. You feel more saucy. You know what I mean? Y'all got to understand this is how it works. So it's just time for people to wake up, man. Some of the prices that they put on these items, bro, they don't even cost that much. They've literally raked all the dollars up, you feel me, to get their yachts, the mansions, the foreigns. Are you going to Nordstrom Rack trying to pay $400 for a shirt? You got dudes spending $900 on jeans. Bro, don't nobody know how much that costs when you put it on. Most of you see me with these glasses, you gonna think, look, them glasses he got on look nice. That's it, bro. You're not gonna be like, yo, those are $2,500. I know the price. Like, you're not gonna care. It's all about the fact that we've been exploited. It's like, we can't be mad at them. We just gotta wake up, man. Quick little economic breakdown for y'all, man. If y'all like the video, man, listen. Subscribe, comment, say something. I'm gonna be eating for y'all soon, man. I know y'all miss when I get out.